I feel like we didn't have a lot of birthday traditions per se in our family, and I know there is like a lot of birthday traditions. Oh, I know one. The candle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Chach, our aunt, got Conrad a candle for his baby shower, I think it was, right? Yep. And we were like, what is this? And it's like literally like a
foot
candle.
Tall,
yep.
Maybe like 16, 18 inches
and
tall.
And it has numbers all the way, I think down to 21, I think
21.
It was.
Yep.
And so every year on their birthday, you burn it, like for like the number.
Yeah, that gap between the numbers.
And she said it was her favorite part of her birthday. And so we started that this year with Conrad.
But little did we know how slow this candle burns.
Yeah, but we started at like 6 o'clock and had to wait up for it to burn.
And then there's like this piece of plastic on the outside because there's like a little bit of art in where the numbers are. It's like a piece of plastic on the sheath of the candle. And it started to burn, and I'm like, is this how it's supposed to be? So I snapped a photo, and it's like, hey, Catherine, is this right? Is this how it's supposed to be? And she's like, absolutely. So I'm like, okay, good. Because I thought I was burning something.
Yeah.
I'm not
so like traditions like that, you know, like different things. Like that was her family's traditions, is they had this candle. And so we're excited for that for Conrad and stuff.
Can you imagine having a candle for 21 years and you've just been burning every single year? That's crazy, right? And then it's cool, but it's kind of crazy at the same time.
It's going to take longer as it goes down, too, because it gets
fatter.
thicker.
Yeah, it does.
So we're going to have to start it in the morning.
Yeah, very true.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Me a boba.
Welcome to the 75th annual Hunger Games. I still got to read that book.
Yes, you do.
Happy birthday to my wife today.
Happy birthday to my husband.
It's a birthday weekend.
Just a couple days ago.
I know.
You
know what? Like when I think about like when we first met and found out what your birthday was, I was like, holy smokes. Like, it's going to be a birthday extravaganza.
Yeah, every year.
But then what did we do this weekend for our birthdays? We chilled because that's what old people do
pretty much
with
chill.
kids.
It's just
we
another
just chill.
day. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I kind of looked for like what to do. I was kind of thinking we could go on a picnic and take Conrad to a park, but that wasn't for me. That was for Conrad.
Yeah,
you know, like.
Yeah. But it was nice.
But then
because
it was Sunday, and it was like we have so much to do, and.
Yeah, but we did get to spend some like time together. We were binging a show together, you know, because that's what we do now.
Yeah.
I think the times that I think we realize now that when we have kids, it's not always just me and you anymore.
Right.
There's always a kid in tow.
Yes.
Too soon.
Yes.
But those moments that even if we're just chilling, like I think what's pretty cool is that we have stuck to doing basketball almost every night. So that's like our little bonding time.
I do like
except
that.
Except she freaking kills me in horse
all
the time.
All the time.
And we changed it from horse to asshole.
Just to give you an extra, like
a few letters.
Yeah,
so now we play asshole instead of horse. So
I wonder where horse ever came from. Like,
I don't know.
Is there like a reason it's called horse, or did someone just pick a word just like asshole?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, we should look it up.
Yeah. But
That's
so
funny.
we do a lot of basketball, spending some time with each other.
Yeah.
Like binged a Netflix show.
You know, sometimes
like
I kind of said this like yesterday, like sometimes we see like couples that like are doing things separately.
Yeah.
And I'm always kind of like, how would that be? Like, we do stuff separately. Like, we have our own things and whatever. But, like, I just enjoy, like, doing things with you. And, like, when we have that time at night, you know, so when I see people at night and, like, they're not together, they're doing their separate things. And obviously there's, you know, sometimes you have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like we're always, like, doing things as a team. And I like that.
Yeah.
And then I wonder how people function when they're not, like, doing it like we do it. And I'm like... Do you ever see each other? Do you ever talk to each? You know, like
I think there's.
Do you ever have time just to be together like this? You know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like a balance too. You know, because if you're with somebody 24/7, they can get a little hairy. But,
absolutely.
I think we do have our separate moments. Like even if it's not like a whole day, you know, we have our like things that we're doing. You know. So I think. It's a good balance. I think most people need to find that balance. And we just enjoy being together.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it makes
we don't
easier
even think about it. Yeah.
Right.
I
just wonder like how other dynamics are. Like sometimes I want to be like a little fly on the wall and see like
Yeah.
How do you guys talk? How do you guys do things, and stuff? And
yeah. Well, I had like especially if you have like a 2-story house like this, like I would theoretically be down in the gym and just dinking around, and then you would be like upstairs doing laundry.
Right.
Not that that's like a sexist thing,
but or like baking, because that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Like in the kitchen or like whatever.
But I think it's just like that's not our dynamic. That's not our vibe. So couples out there, whatever you find your way to manage your time and be with each other. I think that's quality time for some people.
Right. Like we always
should be
talk
valued.
About. Yeah, it's just that quality time. I just feel like we get that more than other people because we do things as a team.
Yeah,
for sure. We just don't have our separate tasks. Yes, as sometimes we are like each doing a separate task, but like
a majority of the time we're doing stuff together.
Yeah.
Like Molly sometimes get upset when I like work out without her.
I do.
Like when I do my own thing.
I have to tell him like, it's okay if you work out today because I don't know we're not going to have time when I get home. So I don't mind if you come home and work out because I know he's home early or whatever.
And then did I work out? No.
Nope.
Oh man, I'm falling back on my thing. Jeez, on my running plan.
Yeah,
but
it's funny.
It is what it is.
Anywho, so we just kind of chilled this weekend, and we had dinner together on your birthday, and then yesterday we helped my mom build this
gigantic
big ass craft cabinet. So if you ever have seen like those big old like cabinets for like crafters and stuff, we literally did that. So look it up. Just do like craft cabinet. Yeah. And it's ginormous.
It's huge.
And we put that
10
together.
hours was like the time to put it together. And then the night before I was like, it's not going to take us 10 hours.
It took us 5.
Yeah.
A good like 5 hours.
Like from really like finishing
to
like putting all that stuff
all
in.
the shelves in, all the bins in and stuff. 5 hours. Really not bad at all.
It wasn't bad.
And that's with entertaining a kid and
trying to navigate instructions that suck.
Oh my God, the instructions were so bad. I was like, IKEA's instructions are better and they don't even have words. I mean, some of the stuff was like, first of all, the pictures were inaccurate, which did not help. And then like it would tell you to do something, but then it would assume that you were going to do it for the other piece, even though it never said to do it for the other piece. And then it was like, put all this together. And you're like, wait, I didn't put the pegs in this one so it fits into the bottom. And it was just, I was just very disappointed for something that cost so much money.
Yeah. Well, and also the other thing too is that the pictures and the words didn't even correspond together. It was like there's a grouping of like instructions for step 6 here, step 7 here, but then the pictures was just like all over the page, and you're just like, okay, well, what step goes with what photo so I can put them together? Yeah,
it was just kind ridiculous. But I mean, we did well.
Yeah,
it wasn't hard to do. It just probably would have taken us 3.5 to 4 hours if the directions were just a little bit more like step by step,
for sure,
basically.
Yeah, and that thing was freaking heavy. I hope your mom's not planning on moving because that thing is...
Oh yeah, I know. I was like, how we wouldn't even get it out the door. You'd have to take
it all
like
apart,
the sections apart. Yep.
Yeah, which is not bad.
No, that wouldn't be too bad actually. But yeah,
it'll be kind of cool to kind of see like what your mom like creates with that thing, because there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, like there's all these like different cubicles you can put. I was asking mom, I was like, what goes in here? And it's like this, I don't know, like 3 inches by 12 inches, like plastic tray. And she's like, you could put pens in there or pipe cleaners or just long oblong things. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess so.
And they even had dividers, so you really could put like smaller things in each little thing
in
too.
Each thing.
Like, so you almost empty it out of like the container or bag they're in. So you could do googly eyes and little pom-poms and like things.
Oh my gosh. That would, I mean, it's like, I'm organized, so I would enjoy something like that.
That's why.
But at the same time, it gives me anxiety with how many options you have.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, oh, where's all your shit? Let me start doing this, because I was kind of like, ooh, because I'm like very organized-y and I like kind of doing that stuff. And but me and my mom's brains work a little bit different, and I feel like you would have put stuff where she didn't want. Yes, yeah, we would have clashed a little bit, like in our opinions of where we wanted things and stuff. Yeah, like
you might have done stuff like color coordinated, but she would have done stuff based on like functionality.
Yeah, or like season or something. Yeah, yes, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
So we did that.
Yeah, and then we had dinner with her and our Aunt Catherine.
Came by
and
had dinner with us.
Yeah, you put up some Ring cameras at my mom's house.
I'm like a pro at putting up Ring cameras. You guys need Ring cameras put up? Like, I got you.
He's your guy.
We got like 10 here at the house. Yep. And I just put up 3 at my mother's house. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fortress.
It is.
Come at me, bro. Actually, don't come at
Don't,
me.
please
Don't
don't.
come at me.
Yeah, and then today we just went to breakfast and, did our normal Costco stuff. And now we're filming a podcast because we didn't do it the other 2 nights. And
Yep. Let's talk about Costco real quick.
Oh, Costco pisses
you need
me
to
off.
stop jumping on this bandwagon of like password sharing and single membership like sharing, because gosh dang, you make so much money off of this wholesale stuff, and yet you're making every single person get a membership, even if they're with you shopping with you. So we brought our, my mom, my mother-in-law came with us, and we had 2 separate carts, paid for ours, and then she stepped up, and then we were going to scan Molly's card again. And then the lady at the front or at the checkout line was like, oh, so, like, just so you know, we're cracking down on memberships and you can't share anymore. And then Molly was like, well, even if like she's with us and we're together, it's like, we can't like do that or something like that or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? So now if you have a Costco membership, you can't bring somebody with you. You have to have your own. And they're starting to crack down on it like Netflix has with password sharing. So
yeah, I mean, I guess we just do it all in one order. And then it doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter.
So like that's why I don't understand why like
it's no
what's
different.
The point?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Different.
I get like her walking in with my card because that's basically she's our
pretending
stuff,
to be you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So like I get that, but she's with us.
Yeah.
So it just makes no difference. She can still, unless you're going to stop her at the door and say, you can't come in because you don't have your own card.
Yeah.
Like, she's just going to check out with us.
Who's to say that she was there helping us, like, buy our stuff or helping us because we have a lot of stuff and we can't fit in. Yeah, and I think the
lady was like, so is she paying? So if I would have been paying, it would have been fine. It just doesn't make any sense. That's why I was like, well, I can pay for it. Like, whatever.
What did she say after that? She didn't say anything?
I don't know. I only I kind of stopped listening because I was just irritated, and I didn't want to be irritated at her because it's not her fault. She's just telling me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is stupid. So I just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Like,
Costco, be better.
Well,
be better.
Like I said, like I said in the parking lot too, like I get it to a point, and I get some of the Netflix stuff because you can share that with like literally everybody, and I get that. But what irritates me with Netflix and these places like this, and whoever's going to start doing this too, is it's hard to even use more than one. Like, you should still be able to use it at your office. It's your same person.
Yeah, right.
Like, your office shouldn't have to buy another Netflix account because of it. Mm-hmm. Or, it's going to be harder for me to use it on my phone when we're flying, I said, because I have to log on here at the network and then... Yeah. But I know there's some rules with how many devices and things now, which I know there was, but it's like, it's different.
It's different, yeah.
So now I can't even like watch Netflix at work when I have downtime because...
Well, I think what the crazy thing is yes, I get that, but I also will play devil's advocate and say, how do you combat that? Because yes, you are the one using your account, but how does Netflix know that when you're at the hospital, that's not somebody else that you gave your password to?
No, I know. I do know.
I think what they should do is I mean, I don't know how I feel about this, but doing like facial recognition, like a Face ID to get into your account, because then it's you, right? You're scanning your face into the app, which records it as you.
Yep.
Maybe that's why, but then at the same time, I'm like, man, my face is all over the place.
Right. Right. I mean, it already is. Or maybe you need like a login code from the email, which I could get. Like I could, you could, if you're somebody else in my family, not in our immediate family, and let's say Kathy even, she was like, oh, what was that code? I'm logging in. So like I get there's like, there's that then too, like people could still be sharing, but like, I don't know. I mean, I get it to a point. I do. But at the same time, it's making it harder for me to use it. And I pay for it, and that irritates me.
For sure.
And kind of goes with Costco. Like, I'm paying for your membership. My mom just needs like
a few things,
some toilet paper. Yeah. And she's going to go maybe twice a year, maybe 3. Yeah. And I can't bring her with me. Like,
that's crazy.
I don't know.
I think if we ever have to do that, she would either come with us to like push the cart, and then you pay for it, and then she pays you back.
Right.
Or I think Zach said to like give her a gift card.
And I think we can do gift cards, and then she can.
We have to look into that. But Costco, do better.
Yeah.
And then also Disney, do better. I know Disney's going to be cracking
Disney
down
Plus,
on password sharing this fall. And then they're raising the freaking monthly again.
Disney irritates me because Disney is
you
so
make
rich.
so much damn money. Disney, come on,
I'm
do
just
better.
like, come on. Yeah. And to raise it again, it's
crazy.
Just irritating.
Well, yeah, that was our birthday weekend. Happy birthday to us.
Sorry for that long rant of password
older.
sharing. And we are getting older. Yeah.
But that's okay because we still feel young.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome back to our podcast. We had a lot go on since we had this last episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to touch on a couple things, and then we're going to talk about our topic today on birthday traditions and what we experience as a kid as far as traditions, and then what we hope to start with our own kids as far as birthday traditions. So let's do a quick recap. Last episode, we talked about lake life, and that next day, I believe, right?
Yeah.
We went up to Molly's uncle and aunt's lake condo up in Lake Winneconne and hung out there for the day. And then we went on their boat, which was kind of cool, out to Lake Winnebago because the EAA, it's like an air show in Oshkosh was going on. And so we went on the lake and saw some planes and then went to eat lunch along the channel that connects the two lakes together. It was really cool. It was cool. Like saw planes fly overhead. A freaking fighter jet literally flew. It feels like 10 feet above us. But it definitely sounded like it was 10 feet above us.
It was the closest I've ever had one be. You always think they're so close, like when they are flying ahead, but this one was like, it
was in your face.
It was in your face.
And you could see the pilot.
Yeah, and you could literally see like the fire from the
afterburners,
the engine, and it's like, wow.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was so loud. Scared the living bejesus out of our poor
Conrad,
baby.
Yeah.
I think it scared all of us though. Like we just like all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, that thing's coming.
Well, it came above us and obviously sound travels slower than light. But it came up above us and really hear it. And then the moment it was ahead of us, it was like you could hear everything. So I was like, holy smokies. So, so touching on lake life, I will say that there were more boat slips along the lakefront as far as people's backyards than I had anticipated. Yes. There maybe two because there was rocky.
There was rocky. Yes.
But I will stand corrected and say that there were more docks than I had anticipated.
Well, and I'll say I'm surprised there was some that there were not docks.
Yeah.
So
maybe those people need to fix or regrade
out,
their back so they can get a dock. Because if you're up there, you might as well have a dock.
Well,
why
that's
not?
So dumb. That would be dumb to me because that's the whole purpose also of having a lake is to be able to have a boat.
Yeah, and some of the houses along the lake, I was like, I like that one. I like that one.
I looked and there was nothing for sale, and
really?
I was like, and I was like, oh.
There was that one that they were building. I was like, that could have been ours.
That was all windows on the front. Oh.
Yeah. Let's touch on a couple of things in the conversation. So, judging by where your aunt and uncle's lake condo was, now it's not up north, but did it feel like up north to you?
Didn't feel like up north, but it felt like a place to get away to.
Okay, so planning for the future, if we ever did get in a position where we could buy a lake house or have lake property, would that be okay?
I probably would be fine with a condo like that, yes, because it was still kind of small towny feel. It was still sounded like they had a nice group of people and around. Things, but wasn't too far away. Yes, it's not up north, but still was naturey enough and things where it's enough of that also. Yeah. So yes, and I also really didn't mind the condo feel because the condos were all right next to each other, which I was oh, I don't know if I was gonna like that, but I kind of liked the neighbors stopping by and things because I feel at that point in your life you just want to hang out and spend
socialize.
Time with friends and socialize and have that time and whatever.
For sure.
So I actually didn't mind that either.
Yeah, I think for me, because I fear isolation in the middle of nowhere, and I feel up north you may get a little bit of that.
Yes.
I think it's not that I wouldn't move too far up north. I think where we were at about 2.5 hours to 2 hours away was perfect to me. But I think what I would look for is, do I get the conveniences of let's say a grocery store or maybe a Target or something, the conveniences that way, far enough away where I can still feel it's peaceful. Like
Yes.
at night when we're sitting on the patio
Yes.
and just looking over the water, and then the sunset and everything was kind of just like, winding down for the day. Everything just was like peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did we see like, was the ambiance like in the middle of the Northwoods? Was it like crickets chirping and cicadas
Kind of,
buzzing?
though.
It was kind of,
Kind
but
of.
it was, I think for me more so, I just like the peaceful. It was peaceful as if I would anticipate it being peaceful up north.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
feeling like you're, or
In the
without
middle
actually
of-
physically being
Yeah.
up north. Yeah.
And feeling like you're like super secluded, which at least like where my grandparents were, we did have like neighbors, so you weren't really secluded, but like you definitely had more space around you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I would appreciate that.
Yes, me too. But I also wouldn't mind if that's what we ended up with.
Oh, like
meaning
a
a
condo?
condo. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
It
if
was
that
pretty
was
cool.
what was available and price wise and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was really nice.
There was something you said and I was gonna like comment off of that. I don't remember now.
It was kind of cool because at the end of our little boat ride around the lake, Uncle Greg kind of showed us what Winneconne was about, and was like showing us like this new bridge that this city built, and how the old bridge, they would close it down and have like a dance party
Yes.
on it, like way back
Yes,
in the days.
way
That
back.
was so cool.
That's cool.
I mean, that's like small town like
Yes,
stuff right
yes.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what I like about like up north is like the small town feel. Like it's just different.
Would you
and
be able
so
to live that like 24/7
at
years
one
on
point
end?
in one point in my life I probably could have. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I can yet.
Well, and that's
It's
why
too
like
small.
well, and that's why like I feel like it's different because I know you couldn't do it, and so like there's that compromise.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say is like going up like 2 hours away. I don't care if there's a Target or like a great big grocery store because like you can bring stuff up. Like that's kind of the point of it.
Yeah.
But like,
But what
having a
if you were
grocery store-
living there though?
Yeah,
like
that
them
would be
living
a
there?
big adjustment.
Yeah.
For like us, you
For
know.
sure. That's weird.
So I think it would be just a big adjustment.
Oh, for sure.
If we
Yeah.
had to, I think we could. I just don't think that's where we are at in our life.
Yeah.
Like we like where we're at now.
Yeah, for sure. I think, everything changes, right?
Right.
So I think like when we are a lot older and the kids are out of the house and we're just like, oh yeah, and then we just need a little bit of
Right.
quieter like scenery.
Yes.
Like maybe that'd be something to think
Maybe
about.
we'll just be sick of Costco and Target and all that.
Because we probably won't need to go there.
Right.
Because if it's just me and you.
Lies. We went with just me and you
I know,
to
that's true.
Costco
That's
every
true.
weekend.
That's true.
Nice
No,
try,
the
though.
lake life was nice. There was a lot of nice boats. There was this one pontoon boat I really, really want. It's got like 2 engines on it. It was freaking powerful. It was like a freaking barge. It was so big. But I was like, I want one like that. But
That's funny.
Yeah, eventually maybe.
Yeah, maybe one
Yeah,
day.
one day. We can only dream, right?
Yeah.
Dream and hope and save.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know what savings is.
I don't know. What is that? Student loans that are going to start going back into repayment here soon. But anyways, yeah, so that was lake life. It was pretty good. I got eaten alive by freaking mosquitoes, though. Like, literally just
that was
welts
funny.
on my legs. And they only bit me. Actually,
Yep.
they bit Conrad a little bit.
Yeah, he got
Just
couple.
a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, but you guys didn't get bit. Mm-mm. Yeah, I got freaking tore up, man.
They used to love
mosquitoes
me, and
love
now
me.
it's like, meh.
Yeah, they found a sweeter guy. I did learn, though, why mosquitoes will bite some people rather than others is because of, like, their pheromones. Mm-hmm. And they're, like, the scent that they release.
Maybe you shouldn't like spray your cologne when you go outside.
I didn't, though.
You didn't that
No,
day? Are you
just
sure?
deodorant. Yeah, I swear, just deodorant.
Interesting.
But even regardless, they still bite me if I'm not wearing deodorant. So I think they just like my scent. Mosquitoes just like my scent. Hopefully I didn't get like any Zika virus or
It's that Asian.
the Asian persuasion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a couple weekends ago. Then last weekend, we went to the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It was so cool, and unfortunately, it's the last year that CrossFit's going to be
I'm
here
so
in Wisconsin. They're moving it because
don't
they
know
want to
where.
expose it. We don't know yet where, but a lot of cool stuff happened. So we went there Saturday morning,
Yep.
early. Got there about 9:30ish, 9. And then walked around some of the exhibits, got some like protein, and just kind of looked at a couple vendors that we follow, like HWPO, Podium, Ascent, protein, and then also Proven. And after we shopped at Proven, now Proven is the fitness company that Tia Claire Toomey of 5-time CrossFit, 6-time CrossFit Games champion, fittest woman on earth. And as we were leaving the booth, Molly bought like a shirt and like a shaker bottle and like some hydro salts. As we were leaving the booth, what happened?
We walked past her and I was like, that's Tia.
With her baby.
And I was like, can we turn around?
Yeah.
Because we were like walking away.
We stood there for a second.
I was like,
and like, do we go back? Do we see what she's doing? So we went back.
She was walking so fast and she looked like she was on a mission. So like I didn't want to like bother her, but I just like wanted to see her one more time. I wanted to try to get a picture, but I didn't want to be like that person either. And I didn't even care if it was with me. I just like wanted to be like, look, I saw her. I was within 10 feet of her.
Yeah.
And she like kind of said hi on her way like through.
Yeah.
The first
she was like, so there was a dude there in the Proven booth who was like, hey, can I get a picture? And then I heard her say, okay, real quick, because she had her baby with her. And it looks like they were going to watch the teams.
Yeah. She was trying to get somewhere. You could tell she was
on a mission.
Yep.
So then we were standing outside the Proven booth, and then we're like, hi. And then I think did you say something? We just wanted to say hi or something?
No, I think I said, I was like kind of talking to Conrad and I was like, oh, say hi to the baby. Because she had her baby too. You know, because like I said, I didn't want to be that person. You could tell she was trying to get somewhere and stuff. And, you know, I'm sure she was doing that all weekend. This was like the second to last day. But
she's like, but then she looked at Conrad.
She did look at Conrad and said hi and stuff. And so that was cool. It was just so cool.
She was, okay, so it was so funny was that Molly was fangirling so hard. Like almost to the point where I was just like, babe, like you're blushing right now. Like your eyes are so big.
Because it's so cool.
You know what's funny though is that Molly never even like knew of CrossFit. Like
3 years ago, I didn't even, if you said Tia Claire to me, I've been like, who?
Who? Yeah. But she saw her, and then it was just like one of those moments as like her husband and also like her fitness partner, like seeing her see, like I would say Tia is like maybe your role model.
Probably.
Like one of your fitness
especially now
models.
that she has like a baby and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we can all relate to her.
For
meaning
sure.
we like moms and stuff can relate to her differently.
Like it was cool seeing her not only embrace CrossFit over the last couple of years, but then see a CrossFitter like role model in person, in the flesh, not just on TV or Instagram.
Yeah.
And then just seeing her glow like she did because I almost also felt like you felt like even more motivated. It was almost like
absolutely.
Like a charge that you're just like, I want to be like her. I want to get back to fitness after pregnancy. I want to get through pregnancy with fitness like she did. So it's almost like a little jump start, maybe like extra boost on your morale and your motivation. Because you saw her. Like she was literally right there.
She was like right there. I was like,
I was actually surprised. I never really saw her in person, but she's a lot shorter than I thought.
Yeah.
Like shorter than me.
Yeah, she's probably about my height.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't. I thought she would be a little bit taller too. Like an average height, you know, like 5'6", 5'8", somewhere in there.
Yeah. But it was so cool.
It was so cool. Yeah, that like we could have left after I was like, we're good. This was like in like the first 30 minutes of us being there, and I was like, I'm good.
but flash forward, so we left a little bit earlier because Conrad was getting a little tired, but then we were sitting, we were driving around Madison.
Oh, okay.
And then she saw on...
No, we were already at home.
Oh, we were at home?
Yes.
Oh, we're at home. Oh, I saw my guy. Jason Hopper was at the booth.
Yes.
At lunch.
Yes.
That's what I saw.
Yes.
But then Molly saw that Shane,
I literally told
Tia's
him,
husband, was going to be at the Proven booth as a meet and greet.
Check the meet and greets. What does he do? He checks one place. He didn't check Instagram, which he's always on. And I was like, we would have waited until noon because we could have been in line to meet Tia and her husband.
And their baby.
No one looks at the...
She was pretty upset at me for that.
I wasn't, because like Conrad was so ornery at that point. He was hot. He was tired. Yeah. He didn't really sleep. We probably wouldn't have stayed anyways.
Yeah.
I'm almost glad we didn't know, because I think I would have been more mad that we couldn't stay.
Oh.
Because he was upset. And we had just already made the decision. We were done. Like we saw what we wanted to see. We were good. And so like it made it easier to just be like, okay, oh well, we missed her. And we got that for other opportunities. So it was kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm glad it happened that way, but I was like, come on.
Yeah. Well, my guy, like Jason Hopper from HWPO, which is the program that Matt Frazier manages and created, he was at a meet and greet at 12 p.m. at the HWPO
crazy.
booth. So I was just like, oh man, like
we could have
been there.
Separate lines and like
yeah. So, but yeah, no, that was the CrossFit Games. Then we met up with my buddy Daniel for a little late lunch, and then just kind of made our way back, just feeling high on fitness and everything like that.
It was cool.
It was really cool.
I'm honestly just really bummed that we won't be able to like go for a day. The next couple of years probably. I mean, who knows if it'll be back here or not at some point, but
it probably won't, to be honest with you, but that doesn't mean that we can't travel to go see it.
Right, it just is more of
it's not as convenient.
It's more work.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You just have to plan it a little bit better, Maybe it'll be somewhere close where we can drive, which would make it easy still, but just
it could be, we'll see. We'll see. They haven't yet announced yet where the next CrossFit
I doubt
Games
it'll be in the Midwest, anytime soon, but you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. The CrossFit Games, they crowned the fittest man and woman on earth along with a team. And this year was two different people that haven't even touched the crown. Actually, Jeffrey Adler and Laura Horvath, who were crowned fittest man and women on earth, have been on the podium before.
Yes.
But they just haven't won first because Matt Frazier and Tia Claire Toomey were just running it the last 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool to see new faces and new people come up in the CrossFit Wars. Oh, that's the other thing. We met Brooke Wells.
Yes.
Who was like comeback player, athlete of the year last year because she like busted her elbow.
Yeah.
But we got to meet and greet with them at the GoWad booth. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. She's also smaller than I thought.
Yeah.
But I mean, the crazy thing is how small these people are, our size, and lifting so heavy, and like their engines are just so strong to get through these CrossFit workouts.
Especially the women. Like,
yeah,
Laura Horvath is thick.
She's
thick. So like she succeeded at everything this year, but like, thicker people succeed at like that heavy stuff and then are a little slower at that speed kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then, when they're tiny, they do better at like all this speed stuff and all this, things. And then they're, a little bit slower, or not as successful on the heavy stuff. But then to see them like balance all that out and be good at everything. It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, if you look at how Mal O'Brien last year, I mean, she's petite.
She's tiny.
But she can lift heavy. Heavier than I can, Who was the other girl this year?
Emma Lawson.
Emma Lawson, yeah. So she was third, I think, last year. Mel. Yes. Something like that. But anyways, like she's small too. And I'm just like, holy crap, like you can hold it together.
Yeah.
She was in the running to be the fittest, but she kind of poo-pooed the bed on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that kind of jumpstart both me and Molly's just not jumpstart, just extra motivation to kind of keep at it. So like this past week, we're just like kind of pushing ourselves with a lot of different like things in our training. Yeah. I'm trying to still keep up on my running plan. I should go for a run sometime, but this half marathon's coming up quick.
You have like a month and a half.
Yeah, before I'm running 13.1.
How far have you run so far in the last 3 weeks?
Oh, man. I don't know, like maybe a mile, averaged out a mile a day. So that's not enough. I need to keep pushing. What the hell? You didn't need to add insult to injury.
I just want failing. You to do you know how many miles a half marathon is?
Yeah, it's 13.1.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you understood like
the severity of my condition.
It's not 1.31 miles, it's 13.1. I didn't know if you didn't see where the decimal is.
Yeah. I need to get on that. And I told Molly, I was like, okay, you really need to help me get on this shit. So
every night
she like guilt trips me. She's like, are you running? And I'm like, no. And she's like, okay. Walks. Gosh damn it, man. Freaking just guilt trips me. So I'm like, I already have my freaking lifters on. I gotta get my running shoes on now. But yeah, no, that was...
You remember that one day last week when you were like, okay, I'm gonna run 5 minutes and then, or it's 10 minutes or something. And then I'm going to do sprints. That was his thing. And he gets off the treadmill after the 10 minutes, like his nice little jog. And I was like, I didn't see any sprinting.
Forgot.
So mad at me.
Yeah.
Called him out.
Oh, I need that though.
He asked
I need
me
that,
to do that.
Yeah, I did, and I need that because I'm gonna eat shit on October 1st if I don't get on this.
You're gonna be so sore if you do not like
my knee
run
feels
more than.
bad.
Does it?
Yeah. Like not. I mean, I'm making an excuse, but my knee feels a little tender.
Yeah.
Can I get through it? Yes. Will I get through it? Absolutely. But I'm just making excuses right now. I ate too much cake and sweets this weekend.
Can you like postpone it to like the next half marathon? Give yourself a little extra time.
I mean, I could have just donated like $130 to the organization. I don't know, whatever, Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon. I could have just donated $130. So I could do that. But what's the fun in that?
I just don't want you hurting yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
That's like
I think it's just more
like,
so just like really buckling down and getting my miles in because I need to.
Like I'll be more comfortable if you at least like run 5 miles in like one stretch.
Yeah, in one stretch. You haven't
done yet.
Yeah, do a 10K. I think it's just easier saying 10K. 6 point something. Yeah, 6.2.
Yeah, so a half marathon.
Half marathon. Yeah, I can do 10Ks. 10Ks is not bad. But anything more than 7 miles, I'm just like, oh, frick, I got to double this. That's when it starts getting hairy. But we'll see. I'll get it in.
Yeah.
No worries. Update next week. Well, before our son gets up, because he's kind of resting around in his bed. Is he back to sleep? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about birthday traditions, because that's going to be the topic of this podcast. So, yeah, birthday traditions. Babe, you can start off. What did you guys do for your birthday when you were little? Was there one memory of a birthday that you're just like, oh yeah, that was a good birthday?
No, I think we were always up north. Like I know I've said that, and so like that was just we always went up north for the week of my birthday.
Okay.
Like so we always missed the fair. Like we never went to state fair because I was always like the same week or 2 weeks or whatever, and we always went up like I think it would be like Friday night to like Saturday night
the following week.
Nice. So you would like miss like the weekends of the fairs, and we never went during the week because my mom was working, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just always remember like just being up north.
Was there like
perfect for me?
Was there like a specific like thing you remember of being up north? Like was there a special cake that was made? Was there a special meal that was made?
I don't remember a meal per se. I'm sure it was just like whatever I kind of wanted. I think sometimes we probably went out. Sometimes we probably had something at home. Probably spaghetti, like because that was probably the thing I wanted a lot. And
Grandma's spaghetti.
Yeah. And then I would say probably my grandma usually made like the wacky cake. I'm sure I remember like having other cakes and stuff, but I think like
that was
our
your
chocolate
wacky
cake. Yeah, was our big like
celebratory dessert.
Yep.
Nice. Did you guys did your whole family go up there, or was it just you and your mom and grandparents?
My whole family rarely was up there. It was always just me and my mom who went up.
Okay.
And my grandparents, because they would like, as they were starting to decide like maybe selling it, they would stay up there like a month or longer.
Oh, okay.
They'd be up there like almost all summer.
Oh, so grandma and grandpa were retired by then?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, grandma didn't work.
Okay.
Like she was always just a stay-at-home mom and like helped with like the other businesses and whatever my grandpa had.
Yeah.
But my grandpa retired when he was 60, I believe. So like
good for him.
Yeah, he had 12 years of like summers of just being up there and stuff.
What birthday gift in the past can you remember? It doesn't have to be when you were a little kid, like even just like in the last 10 years. What birthday gift was like one that you're just like, oh man, I didn't expect that, or yeah, I still remember that birthday gift.
Ooh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
No?
Like, yeah, I remember like certain birthday gifts and stuff, but there's not one that like really stands out.
Yeah.
I honestly, and this is probably weird, was probably when you gave me my wand like a couple years ago, like our first birthdays together.
Birthday?
Yeah, because I think it was just like I haven't ever gotten a wand, and like I just felt like you listened to me, you knew what I liked, and you got me like the Harry Potter books and like, or maybe my mom did, you know, so it was just like all these things that it was just cool.
I was just trying to impress you.
I know you were.
I think I bought you so many birthday gifts that year. I bought you a money tree that is no longer alive. I think I bought you a Harry Potter book.
Yeah, I think you got me the 3 sets, didn't you?
No, it was
I think
just
my mom did that then,
mom,
and then you got me like the 4th one or something. Yeah.
And then the wand. But you already had a wand.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, really? I thought you had a wand already. Oh, interesting. I just, didn't even know. I thought you already had one, so I was like, okay, just get another one.
That's so funny. No.
Yeah, I was just trying to impress you to like me. And then subsequently married. But that's cool.
Married.
Yeah.
What about you? What are your traditions, or what do you remember?
I mean, birthday parties for me growing up were pretty huge.
Yeah.
Like I remember
always every year. You guys always had the huge. Wow.
Huge. My mom, you see, whenever we throw parties, it's always a big extravaganza. Everybody's cooking something. Yeah. There's always a big spread. I remember every time there would be a party, those tents your mom has. Yeah. So in Hawaii, we have something similar to that, but they're like metal posts with like the 3 like holes, and you put them. And then I remember I always wanted to put the tarp on. And then to hold the tarp, there's those little eyelets, right? With the bungee cords with the plastic ball at the end. Okay. Like a loop. So you loop it through and then you pull it. So that's how this tarp stays on the metal frame. That was our kind of tent. Okay. And so I remember always like putting that up with my dad. And then I think I told you the story on whenever we have a party like that, my mom and dad would make me take a nap in the afternoon, but I hated naps. And so I would like try to fight it. But I learned as a little kid that I can't hang longer throughout the night if I didn't take a nap. And so like the older I got, I would take the nap so I could like hang out. But I mean, that was probably up until I was like 10 years old, I think. But we never really got like gifts like growing up. Like nobody really, we get like maybe a couple here and there. But I always remember the day after my birthday, my mom, my dad, and me and my sister, whatever, we would sit and we would they would make a box, like a regular box, wrap it in wrapping paper with a slit on the top. Yep. And people would just put their envelopes in there, and that's what was, our gift. And so I would remember the next day after my birthday, after we clean up everything, it was always like a thing for us to rip open the box and see all these envelopes. And then I would open up the envelopes and I wouldn't even read the cards, even though I knew how to read. I would just grab the money. And then I'd be like, Mom, so-and-so like money. She's like, okay, give me the envelope. So she would write down the name of the person, how much they gave. And I just would remember like at the end of opening up this box on, Sunday afternoon or whatever, just like holding like stacks of cash and checks. And I was like, that was the thing. Like that was what I always looked forward to, was opening up the envelope box the day after my birthday. That's crazy. The same thing with Kathy, my sister, like when her birthday, like we would do the same thing too. So I think if that was like a tradition, it was like mom and dad let us open up our envelopes and like count the money with them. So it's actually kind of cool.
Was there ever one gift that you were like, wow, I'm surprised I got this instead of money?
I can't really recall. I know the older I got, it was like the money, it was less people per se, but the money that my parents gave me was like going up and up. Because I was like in high school or I was like in college. Yeah. I think I remember one time my mom and dad gave me like a check for, I don't know, I think like $1,000 or something. I was like, holy shit, like, that's a fucking lot of money. But that was it. I never really got gifts. So like even to this day, like when I get gifts, it's like it almost surprises me a little bit. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't need this. You know what I mean? Like I hate attention towards me, which is kind of crazy because we're making a podcast and bringing attention to ourselves. But like in the moment, like I don't want that attention, you know? So like whenever somebody gives me a gift, it feels more not, it just like exposes me a little bit more than for you to just give me a card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, well, I really appreciate this gift, but I hate the attention.
Okay,
I'm
now
holding
stop
this
looking at
bag.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So even just like at the baby shower, like
Yes.
I fought so hard not to open up these gifts in front of people, but I just like kind of pushed attention towards you, you know, it's like, here, you open this gift. Here, you open this gift. Because I hate all eyes on me in that situation.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, no, I think it was just money. Like that was the thing. And it would just have a party. There was always like some sort of piñata at our parties. So I just remember that.
Yeah.
Did
you have any other kids besides like your cousins?
Oh yeah. Like cousins and then extended cousins, so like Mom Kenneth and Mark.
But
family, yeah. Okay. And then like friends of like my parents, like from work and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I just remember like it was always hot for my birthday.
Yeah.
Because it's
July. August.
Yeah. August in Hawaii is hot. August in Vegas is damn hot.
Yeah.
So I just remember it like always being hot. Yeah. But I think we stopped doing birthday parties. I think when I went to college, I mean, even through high school, we would have birthday party. Like they would throw like a
dinner,
like, you know, just like our family get together. Yeah. They would do that, and then like Charlie and David and everybody else would come and hang out. Excuse me. But it wasn't as big as what I remember when I was little, which is fine because I mean, the older I got, it's like I don't want to do this.
Well, and I think sometimes like when we're little, everything seems bigger than it actually was.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, yeah, there probably was less people, but it also like, maybe there really wasn't that much less people. You know what I mean? Like,
when I also don't even remember having themed birthday parties.
I was just going to ask that too.
Like, I think I may have had like a Power Ranger, like my cake was.
Okay.
But nothing else. I mean, there was balloons, there were streamers, but it wasn't like a full on blown out, like themed party.
Like there is now. I would agree. I don't think like we really did that either. I had a handful of like friend birthday parties, which were a little bit more themed, but it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
Like it's themed like, the cake was, and then maybe some decorations, but
the
not
desserts were like themed that way.
Yes, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Kind of a stuff.
I don't remember it being like that. I remember like the cakes for sure. And then maybe like a couple balloons, like Mylar balloons, but that was it.
Yep.
Everything else was just kind of just general balloons and streamers and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, going forward with our kids, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, Conrad's birthday was a fishing theme because it was officially one, which came out pretty well.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cute. And it was so cute too because some of our friends bought Conrad fishing themed
like presents.
Gifts. Yeah. And I never thought about that. I was like, I hope that people didn't think that was what we expected.
No, I don't think
so. But I thought it was kind of cute that they correlated both together.
Absolutely.
But Conrad had a bunch of gifts.
Oh my gosh.
Like so many toys. And I get it. You're a kid. Like you want toys. But
we
man,
still have
there's
toys
so many
in boxes
toys.
because there's so many toys.
Yeah.
Like I told Jay, like, we're just going to rewrap these for Christmas.
Uncle Scott and Auntie Carly got you this for your birthday, but then we rewrapped it for Christmas.
And this is not from Santa.
This is not from Santa. So he equates Scott and Carly to Santa. Yeah. No, it was cute.
It's just funny because like, we just have to rotate them out, which I know is like also like things you should do. But I mean, it was just wild.
What do you think?
How much toys?
How old do you think having themed birthday parties like that should go to? I mean, you want to keep your kids young and feel special and stuff. It depends,
what
right?
They're feeling, yeah. I mean, I think there's so many variety of themes. Like I just saw a girl that we used to work with on Facebook whose daughter just turned 4, and they literally had like a dog theme party because she loves dogs. So it was literally just like you came in and they actually had like little dogs in like little crates for like the kids.
Oh,
so like they adopted a dog,
cute.
So like I mean there's like so many things. It doesn't even have to be like Bluey or Power Rangers. True. You can literally just do something as simple as like a dog or a fish, you know. So like I think it just depends on what they want. If they just want it to be a blue themed party, cool, it's just everything is blue, like I don't think it really matters.
I guess it kind of will depend on what interests our kids have, but do you keep throwing parties through high school? I'm assuming that's like the norm, right?
Mine wasn't.
Yours wasn't? I mean, it was you and your mom and your grandparents, so that was all you needed.
Well,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I had my cousins and stuff, and we had friends, but I never had like a party every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it kind of just depends. But I think what we should do, though, and we talked about this with Conrad, because on Conrad's birthday, we went to the zoo.
Yeah, we both took off work.
We both took off work. So I think that's one of the traditions that we're going to have as a family is on our kids' birthdays, as long as we are able to do so, that's going to be like their day.
Yep.
Like we treat them to breakfast or lunch or dinner or spend a day with them. I think that's kind of something that kind of make them feel special. Because sometimes your birthday falls in the middle of the week and you're just like, okay, well, I'm not going to throw a birthday party on your birthday.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah, and we talked about like taking them out of school because our next baby will be in the middle of the school year. And I still think we should. Yeah. Depending, like maybe it's the day after or something. Because like Jay made a good point that usually, you celebrate your birthday at school, or maybe it's a half day. Like we go out for breakfast in the morning and then they go to school or something, so they go in a little bit later. It doesn't hurt them to be,
sometimes
off for a half a day or something.
Yeah. Did they ever do that for you when you were in school? I remember they did that for me in school.
We always could just like bring in like a
treat, right? Dessert.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was in elementary school in Hawaii, they would create a crown for us, and then they would decorate our desk.
Aww. Yeah, I don't think we
and
ever
it was
had
like
that
birthday
much.
boy or whatever, birthday girl. And then it was your family. It was the one who brought in like a treat, and then also like goodie bags.
Oh.
Goodie bags with like, I remember these plastic, it was almost like the trick or treat, like little goodie bags that you can put candy in. It would be like candy and there's like whatever, a pencil, eraser or something, and then you would hand that out to your class for your birthday. Like it was kind of weird, but that's what it was. Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember going to school and I would bring in like one of those brown like water bottle like boxes with like a bunch of like just goodie bags for my friends, and then my mom would bring in like a cupcake or something like that. Yeah. For me, my birthday, I was giving my classmates gifts on my birthday.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it was so weird, but that's basically what it was. And then like some of your classmates would like draw stuff, so then they would like give you like
a card or like
something.
Basically. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like tradition wise, I think we're gonna try to do that with our kids and make them feel special on their day. Because a lot of nowadays, I mean, I don't know, maybe our kids will get to the point where just like, I don't want a birthday,
I don't think they'll ever feel that way if they keep getting presents.
That is true.
I also liked the tradition that Rem and JR did of like always like having some sort of balloons. And, they kind of decorate the night of.
Shout out to JR.
Their birthdays,
He's still
and
doing
stuff.
It,
and I really want to do that. Like once they like know what's happening. So for Conrad next year, he'll understand,
to like wake up to gifts
and like a balloon
arch.
They make little balloon arches and things. I definitely want to do that because not that like my birthday wasn't special, but I want to make our birthdays for our kids a different kind of special. Yeah. And I like how that was. I just think that's cool. Yeah. I've seen people who like they decorate the door, and stuff. So when they wake up and open their door, there's streamers and everything. So yeah. So like I just want to do something different, special that way.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool too because it's almost like Christmas, right?
Yes.
Like when you wake up on Christmas morning, you're just like, oh, like there's Santa came.
Yes.
I want to go open my gifts. It's almost like that anticipation the night before your birthday that and when you start to remember it's like like there's gonna be stuff tomorrow for my birthday.
And I want our I know like as you get older it's like it's just another day. I want our kids to feel like it's my birthday, it's special,
it's my day.
Yes, for sure. And they should always feel like it should be special for them.
Was there any point in recent year where your birthday was more than you had anticipated to be? Meaning, like, did you, like, were you surprised by anything at work? Like, did they throw you a surprise party at work? Did they, I don't know. Did you get a raise on your birthday?
That would be a cool thing.
I don't know.
No, my mom did throw me, I think you're thinking the surprise birthday a couple years ago for my 30th. That was cool. But
Big
other
milestone.
than that, I don't think so.
No.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year, the past couple of years, my team down in Delavan has like decorated my office. This year, they took streamers and then just like zigzagged it across the door frame, so I couldn't get in my office.
Did you take those down yet?
I did take it down. I was gonna leave it on because the cleaning people go in the weekends. I was gonna leave it on and just see if it was still up there on Monday, but no, I took it down. I left the balloons though, and then the happy birthday sign on my wall.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's cute.
But I think it's like the older you get, it's like unfortunately, it feels just like another day.
Yeah.
I don't need me personally, I don't need big celebration. I don't need, the frou-frous and all that stuff. Because I think it's just important to just realize hey, I'm blessed to have another year and celebrate another year of life. Here's on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Not remember how old you're getting.
Yeah.
Because I've unfortunately crested over the mid part of my 30s. So I'm a year closer to 40, which is crazy. And I will say I did go to the doctor because I promised Molly when we got married that I was going to go to the doctor.
Yes,
got my
did.
physical, knock on wood, everything is healthy. But he did mention that I'm getting closer to the age where I need to start checking my prostate. And good thing enough, they do blood work now instead of the 2-digit.
He's so worried about someone touching his booty hole. And it's like...
Ain't nobody touching my booty hole.
This is why guys don't have babies, and that's all I'm going to say. Or have vaginas. That's all I'm going to say, because if they had to do what women had to do every freaking year,
we'd die. We would never
not have reproduced ever.
Yeah. There will be no more reproduction on the face of the planet.
God was smart.
Well, he knew. He definitely was.
Maybe he tried it the other way first. We just don't know about it.
Yeah.
It was
he's like, hey, yeah, rough draft. Yeah, it's definitely a rough draft. Let's make some edits and finalize it on the other side. It's true. Very true. What else is going on in our lives? I guess birthdays.
Let us know if you have any other birthday traditions that you just loved, because I feel like we didn't have a lot of birthday traditions per se in our family, and I know there is a lot of birthday traditions. Oh, I know one. The candle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Chach, our aunt, got Conrad a candle for his baby shower, I think it was, right? Yep. And we were like, what is this? And it's literally a
foot
candle.
Tall,
yep.
Maybe 16, 18 inches
and
tall.
And it has numbers all the way, I think, down to 21, I think
21.
It was.
Yep.
And so every year on their birthday, you burn it, for the number.
Yeah, that gap between the numbers.
And she said it was her favorite part of her birthday. And so we started that this year with Conrad.
But little did we know how slow this candle burns.
Yeah, we started at 6 o'clock and had to wait up for it to burn.
And then there's this piece of plastic on the outside because there's a little bit of art in where the numbers are. It's a piece of plastic on the sheath of the candle. And it started to burn, and I'm like, is this how it's supposed to be? So I snapped the photo, and it's like, hey, Catherine, is this right? Is this how it's supposed to be? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, okay, good. Because I thought I was burning something.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be
traditions
burning.
like that, different things that was her family's traditions, is they had this candle. And so we're excited for that for Conrad and stuff.
Can you imagine having a candle for 21 years and you've just been burning it every single year? That's crazy, right? And then it's cool, but it's kind of crazy at the same time, because it's
going to take longer as it goes down too, because it gets
fatter.
Thicker.
Yeah, it does.
So we're going to have to start it in the morning.
Yeah, very true.
Jinx. You owe me a boba.
Let
us know if you have any cool traditions that your family did.
Yeah. We'd be interested
to hear them.
I mean, even though we're not going to probably take up all these traditions, it'd be interesting to see
maybe
what
we'll
other
do a
people
new one for each child.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about child, how's Griffin doing?
He's good. Oh! That's okay. Didn't you see your sister put it on Instagram? On her post for your birthday?
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do they know?
We haven't said it for them yet.
I'm not going to repeat it. You guys people go back and rewind that stuff.
I love how you point to the camera. Do they know? He means our listeners.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Molly's crested over the halfway point.
Yeah.
We're on the downhill now.
What are we, 24 weeks this week? Or 23?
No.
Yeah, I think we are 24.
Are we really?
I think so. Hold on.
Holy smokies. Yeah.
I think we just hit 24 on Friday, right?
I think so. You're almost... Yeah, because...
no, 23.
23.
23.
So Rachel's wedding, Molly's cousin's wedding, she's going to be the Friday before is the start of her third trimester.
Yes.
Which is crazy. Because third trimester last year was honeymoon.
Yeah.
And she dropped.
Yes.
I think she dropped, her belly dropped because she was dropping it on the floor.
It was
on
so
our wedding
high.
night.
I just shook everything down.
Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl.
Well, I'll do that on Rachel's wedding. It'll be
Oh my
perfect.
gosh, okay.
I
Second drop.
honestly think that helped. Like,
you think so?
yes, because he hung so low for so long. That's why.
But don't you want to keep it high though?
That's why we were able to break my water when we did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know anything about pregnancy like that. But 23 weeks, guys. We got another boy coming in.
23 weeks. So we have
crazy
19 left.
That's nuts.
I can't do 17.
17
I cannot
left.
do math.
We're over the halfway
my
point.
God. Yeah, that's nuts.
What else?
I don't know.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm tired.
it was, yeah. This is the consequences of getting old and celebrating birthdays. We just get tired, more and more tired.
Yes.
But we're hanging in there, guys.
We're doing well.
We're doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us again on our podcast. We really enjoyed doing this and sharing our lives with you. We really appreciate all the support, and for our listeners who tap in every Saturday or during the week whenever you get a chance to listen to our podcast. So go ahead and like and subscribe and smash that bell button so you get our notifications for new episodes. Because I will say, it hasn't been every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. I'm sorry, okay? But we're trying to do this the best we can. We're going to try to pump out some different kind of material going forward. There's a lot of these short form videos now, YouTube shorts and like Instagram reels and TikToks that people like digest a little bit more than just like these long podcasts. So we're going to try something like that. We still don't know yet how we're going to implement that, but
I know some people... This is news to me.
Yeah, it's news to me because it just came in my mind as I was thinking about dads who try Instagram, how it's blowing up because he's just doing these little small videos. Yeah. But anyways, we're going to try to figure something out, make things a little different, but...
We should do a reel on how to make a wacky cake.
Ooh, that'd be good. And then we eat it all. We got 3 cakes actually 2 cakes in the fridge right now.
Yes.
So, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening again. My name is Jay.
And I'm Molly.
And this is the Unscripted Conversations podcast brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
Oh my God. Are we going to do
We're trying to get sponsors. Sponsor us. But anyways, guys, have a great rest of your day.
Yes.
And we will see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.